You know, it's not on my wish list, Greg.
Bread.
Well, I went to the bakery and they didn't have any, and I can't believe there wasn't any in the back for me. No, what's not on my wish list is Instagram taking features away from people.
Mine too.
Right?
It's not on my wish list, surprisingly.
Wish list. So Instagram is testing removing the ability to share feed posts in stories. And social media maven Matt Navarra shared a screenshot of a notification from the platform, and it says, testing a change to sharing to stories. We hear from our community that they want to see fewer feed posts in stories. During this test, you won't be able to add a feed post to your story. And then the only thing you can do is hit OK. So this test is just being performed, just being tested in a few selected regions. And according to Instagram, they don't have plans to roll this out more broadly. But I just feel like, why are you testing things if you're not thinking about making it a thing? I don't know. But it's also not going to make people happy, right? I see a lot of feed posts in stories when I look at stories. Do you?
I don't look at a lot of stories, but when I do, they do jump out. And I would say that it is a storified feed post.
Totally.
I don't ever see anybody just put a post out and it's just a post. People say, look, I just bared my soul of what's been going on this past week. Check out the full post and you can see the journey. You usually get there and there's some write-up or something like that.
Yeah.
Or, there's just more information. So I do see them, but I think that they're very story-like when I see them.
People are definitely taking advantage of the story functionality when they share a feed post to their story. And I think the whole point here was Instagram is trying to get people to create content specific to the post type. So I get that. But to your point, you're promoting things and you're able to do, it's kind of like an ad for yourself and you can keep people on the platform. So I don't see a problem with that. And also, as somebody that is just sick of the feed and the scrolling, sometimes I log into Instagram and I just look at stories.
Right. And you've got two different products.
Right.
You've got stories and you've got posts, and letting them cross-pollinate seems to make sense.
Why is that a problem? Yeah.
I don't know. And you know why this isn't going to work?
Why?
Because when you are on a story, you're keeping people on Instagram when you send them to a post.
Right.
Instead of swiping them and going off those stories, you're keeping people on the platform, in the environment. Mm-hmm. And that's why I don't think they're going to actually get rid of this. It's going to be like the hearts, where they're like, oh, you guys aren't mature enough to handle the hearts, and we're taking them away. We heard from the community. And then 6 months later, they're like, oh, we heard from the community. People actually really like the hearts. They're back.
Yeah. And you're going to hear from the community that people are using stories to promote their posts. And if you don't like that, then maybe your stories functionality isn't what people are looking for. And maybe that's a you problem, Instagram.
And like we talked about 3 weeks ago with that one influencer that was talking about how it's near rocket science to figure out what Instagram wants in a particular week compared to TikTok that just wants engagement and people to watch things. Why not just let people share a post?
Right. If that's how they're using your platform, at least they're using your platform.
And guess what, Jess? If I'm following you and I'm consuming your stories and you're putting out a lot of stories and I don't like it,
just unfollow me.
I can unfollow you.
Yeah, you have that power. You would never unfollow me.
Never. No, never.
No. The other thing, too, that's interesting that I just saw in the news was that, and this is just a test, but Instagram is testing a vertical scroll experience for stories, too. So maybe this is just one big play to become TikTok. I don't know. But to your point, TikTok's letting people just use it and not trying to be some mysterious black box. So I don't know. We shall see. But things are happening on Instagram and whatever. I'm sure we get it back.
Like what you saw? Of course you did. If you're looking for more, Marketing O'Clock releases new episodes every Friday with digital marketing news of the week. You can subscribe wherever you consume your podcasts, or click to watch the full episode, the next news story, or read all the articles from the show.